Right, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. I've done this for Steve Mottram, who's pestered me for this for a long time. So here's my little cave. So let's bring it down, let's see where we are. This is the main work area. It's untidy as normal. So as you can see there, I'm working on the Meng King Panther at the moment. That's all my bits and pieces in there. My files, all that rubbish, little box full of all sorts of rubbish. And there we have, let me just excuse the camera, let me see if I can get in there. We just have a set of bits and pieces in there, then propaganda posters, my little drills for my drill set, from the drill set. Some of the paint brushes, more paint pencils. In this one I have all my oil paints and my stamper and other bits and pieces in there. Not a great deal. In this one I have all my stencils that I've been recently purchasing, guitar strings and nice brass tubing I got off Joe for machine guns, and a couple of those to me weathering sets, and glass covers, a bit of resin there underneath there as well. And in the bottom one we just have a few Humbrol paints, a thing for making stencils for wheels, Joe's metalizer polish, and some of the AK metal paints. Is it the AK? The AK, yeah, of course, yeah, the AK stuff that Simon put me onto. So I'll use a few, got a couple of those. I need to get a couple more. That's me drawer that I use quite a lot of, and in there we have just all the, let's come out a bit, all my bits and pieces in, my glues, all the washes that I make, and me little bits and pieces. Maybe that's where all my good tweezers are in there. Some of my paints, not all of them, mainly Tamiya and Vallejo paints there, and a couple of other bits and pieces, a couple of Game Workshop ones. And then we have along here, we just have all my trays full of bits and pieces, weathering products, things like that, primers, clips, everything, all that kind of stuff, all weathering stuff, junk bits of wood. And as we come back round again, some more sort of the junk part of it all, sort of stuff in there. The shelf with horsehair, rubberized horsehair, and some cleaning stuff there, and another bucket with paintbrushes, sieves and all that kind of stuff in. And then we have for my diorama stuff, I have all my soils and rocks and stones and grasses and everything else. There, and as we come down to the bottom shelf, this is what Simon kindly sent me a few weeks ago, diorama diaries. All the moulds are from there, from Simon Kemp's 135 diorama builds. It's quite nice to send me all those, and some other bits and pieces. You can see the Vallejo dipping washes, the black and the brown, some Mod Podge, some isopropanol, some Alclad, which I'm sending off to Neil very shortly, and some other bits and pieces. And that's my favourite spray booth down there, just a cardboard box with all my bits and pieces in it. It looks like I need a new piece of polystyrene. And under the bench we have, if you can see it, is lots and lots and lots of containers full of all sorts of weathering products, diorama stuff, all the bits and pieces as you normally collect all the rubbish. So that's that side. Then we go towards, there's a few kits there that I've just been bringing out. There's some of the recent ones, and that's the one I just did for Paul this morning. And then up there we have some computer stuff, some discs, things like that. And there's my main computer, which is there, which is attached to my TV, which is there. There's a few more discs there. And then we come to a cupboard. I got for nothing, there's some just pieces of paper up there and a few bits and pieces. one of my display cupboards with a few tanks in. It's got the Panther, Meng Panther, and the Trumpeter E100. And then next one down we have the Matilda and the little Japanese Type 95 or Type 97, can't remember, not too sure. Let's put another light on, let's see if I can make it a bit brighter in here. There we go. And then we have the I did that buddy build with John Moe with the H122. It's the 122, can't remember what it was now. And then at the bottom again is just the last build that was finished, is the IS3. And this was the diorama that I did for Joe's T34 group build. So I've taken bits and pieces off it as times have gone on, but it's still there. And then we have, moving around again, we have a bookshelf full of kits and books and other bits and pieces. Down there, it's untidy. And then there we have my little sort of where I make my trees and finish them all off, put them all there. There's a little tank there which I use for trying different techniques out on. And then we come across here, we have a couple of plastic things from fog models. And then I have another container full of bits and pieces. And then I have my main drawers, which I've got all my top one is just basically a junk one. And glues and things in there as well, and other bits and pieces, elastic bands. And the second one is my spare paints that I have, and a few resin figures, cotton buds, which I've got another packet over there. And then this next one is some of the some more paint brushes and some of the the sets you can get, like figure painting sets and other bits and pieces in there. Panzer, and there's all sorts in them bits. And the next one down again is the same. We've got some more paint sets, and we've got these nuts here. These are the marine nuts I put in for the paints if you want to shake them up. So they're buying the ball bearings, it's a lot cheaper. They're only about £1.50 for 200, I think it was. So there's more paint stuff in there. Next drawer down, I'll sit myself down and get a bit steadier. Let's just move these out of the way for now. And then we start off with the weathering products, which I've got quite a bit, and a few more little paint sets in there. No point in pulling everything out, so just general weathering things. And again, more weathering stuff. Again. And bits and pieces drawer with all sorts of rubbish in there. Nothing really much in there. And again, it's a spare airbrush. And cables and bits and pieces form for the sponge chipping. Again, just polystyrene tin foil, and there's the baker foil for the when I do my tufts of grass. And there's sort of inks in there for my own washes when I make my own washes. Just a few inks. As you can see there, there's a Zimmerit sheet in there. I think it's for the Tamiya King Tiger, I think. And at the bottom again we have more rubbish, another few knives and things, hobby set, and there's a little small container full of all bits and pieces again. And the bottom drawer has got, if I can get it open because it's quite stiff, just a few diorama stuff really, rocks and things like that I've kept. I think that's it. And the drawers I've got bits and pieces in as well. I'm not going to go through all these, I'll be here all day. And obviously there's my compressors. Little small black one which I first got so when I tried it, and I bought a different compressor there. No tank, it's ideal for what I need. And the little block there with the black switches on is the rotary thing that I bought a few months ago. Works out really well. There's a turntable there with on top of the thing there. So that's the King Tiger. It's one of my lamps. Let's pull back out. I have another lamp there as well. That's obviously where I put my instruction sheets to work from. So it's untidy to say the least. So I'm mending the my daughter's Charlotte, she dropped the dog and knocked the tail off, so I've got to mend that. And then again, that's just all the junk which we've seen. And above here we have some packing boxes, and this is where eventually the Leopold is going to go. So as you can see, I've got the track run the full length, so roughly a 6-foot shelf from start to finish. I see it's just become a bit of a dumping ground at the moment. There's a bit of small doweling, balsa wood, things like that. Oh, and that's the card there that Joe sent me as a thank you, him and his wife Alison, which was really, really nice. Small little boxes full of, these are all the spares and things in there. I really need to tidy up in here, and like I say, there's just empty boxes that some of the kids have come in. So I can't really see much, and obviously makes me laptop that I work from instead of a large computer on all the time. So let's see if I can get round there. You can see there's a few books, a few good kits. There's a few Tamiya kits, and there's some more at the back. Can't really get into there at the moment. And some more kits on the bottom of there. So that's just come out of my cave. Also there's some, that's the King Tiger that I'm working on at the moment. So that's just the box, which I'll put back over there. And there's the, well, you can't really see it, I'll come out of the room, can we? It's only a small room, it's only a little box room. It was my son's old room. And so that's the my chair that I sit on. It's quite a small room. It's not massive, but it's big enough for what I need. So I'll just give you one more quick tour around, and then we'll go on to another subject. I've seen people how they display their models. So I've showed you one sort of case full of models, and I got two more out on the landing here. So which was, start from the top. So that was the very first armour kit I built, was the Walker Bulldog, and then we have the old Yad Panther, no, Yad Tiger actually, and then we have the old T62. So they were the first three kits I actually built armour wise. So that came out okay for the first attempt. And this is what we got back at me to model again when I got back. My wife said, why don't you build some of them ships you used to build? So this is what got back into modelling after 10-15 years. So this is an Airfix ship. It's the St. Louis. It's a French galleon. Really nice build. Took about 3 or 4 months to build, but it was certainly worth it. All the, you can make out the rigging and things like that. That's maybe open the door, maybe better. If you can open the door, let's put this. Sorry about the shaky camera work and everything else going around. But let's open the cupboard to be able to see a bit better. As you can see, it's a bit dusty in there. Let's see, we're going to go through these a bit better now. There's the Walker Bulldog, the very first one I ever built. As you can see, it's okay. And that was the second one I built, which was the old Hunting Tiger, as the Tamiya called it, Hunting Tiger. That's an old kit, that one. And then of course the T62, which I built. I showed you the ship. These are just coins, special coins, or commemorative coins and things like that that me, my son and my youngest have been collecting over the years. And there's a little Spitfire there, one of the little starter kits, which I built not so long ago. And then we're back to the tanks again. So this is the JST, there's Zvezda JST. This was the first sort of diorama, vignette, whatever you want to call that, I built. And then this was the second one, which was the it's a Japanese, I can't remember type, I can't remember, 69, something like that, unsure now. And then we'll move down and we have the Zvezda ISU 122 with a bit of first time I used sort of flock, sort of static grass and things like that. And then we have the ISU 152. And then moving down again, you've probably seen a lot of these kits over the thing. That's the one my daughter bought me. I sort of did a as if camouflage on that one. That's the Dragon ISU B10 cannon. And then we have the Porsche Tiger there. Let me just hold on 2 seconds. Sorry about that. There's a call at the door. So back to the King. That's the Porsche King Tiger, which you've seen before. So that was in that. That's in that cabinet. And then we move on to the. See, I was quite lucky. I got these off a Facebook page called Sell and Seek. People put them on, and I was buying next to nothing. I paid 25 quid for them both, I think, which wasn't bad at all. And then we got the The next one you've probably seen that build before, which is the SU152, and then we have the T55 in finish colours. Snow plough, first ever time I did snow. That was okay, I'm pleased with it. And then we're on to the second cabinet, which we have here. We started off with the old Tamiya Tiger 1. Nice little kit. First Tiger I built. That's the only Tiger I've built so far. And then we have the Tamiya King Tiger Porsche turret. Or basically just a different turret. They're all made by Henschel, so it's one with the rounded front basically. And then we have the old Panther Air, the old Tamiya one, which apparently is not correct, but looks okay to me. I'm not really bothered. And then we move down and we have the little American, can't remember what it was now. Mine's gone blank. On these ones, gone blank. And then we have the British Cromwell. I can't remember them little tanks now. Mine's gone blank. They're quite a nice little build. They're all Tamiya kits. Most of, in fact, all these are Tamiya kits in here, apart from the next couple. So that's the Cromwell. And then we have at the bottom there we have the Academy Tiger 1 full interior. I'll show you, it's been built for quite a while now. So a nice plinth. I still haven't got a piece of photo etch there or brass plate telling me what it is. And that's it, it's in the cupboard. My daughter's kidnapped the bottom of it at the moment, so that moved out eventually. So as far as my stash is concerned, let's go and have a look. Let's just put this back on there. We'll just knock this light off. I'm sorry for the shaky camera work. But I say we'll go and see where I keep my stash, which is basically our bedroom. So if I open the cupboards and get into it, let's zoom back. So we maybe come from here. We have a few Dragon kits there, and then we have a lot of Academy kits and some trumpeter kits there. And again, a mixture around. We have more Tamiya, Mini Art, trumpeter, even a Hella one, and there's some behind that, but I'm not going to pull everything out. It's just a bit too tall for me to pull out. So that's one lot. And then we have another, what you call my junk cupboard, where I keep all sorts of things. Falls out and say there's more kits in there, and some diorama stuff. It's in there, semi glues and me dull finishes and things like that. A few more kits in there, but I can't quite see in there. A few more up there. Far too many kits. So that's just me, basically my junk room, where I keep all the stuff that doesn't need to go in my bedroom. So basically that's about it really, guys. No different to anybody else, as I wouldn't have thought. Maybe just mine's a bit untidier, but like I say, in the room, well, just starting to chuck it down with rain. Wonderful. So I think that's about it really. So that was a whistle stop tour, but you get the gist of things. I'm saying most of you chaps will have a similar sort of set, well not similar, but the same sort of produce that I have. Nothing any different really to anybody else's products. And I say that's just the TV I have there. I watch movies on there when I'm modelling, or put the YouTube channel on there and just watch them there. There again. So I think that's about it, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and you know, taking the time out here to have a look at this rubbish video, my cave. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll speak later.